Shoo! How's it going, folks? Welcome back to Quacky! For the 9th freaking time we've been over this. Oh my gosh, Bonzo. I don't know if I can do this anymore. I honestly think it's time for a catch and cook. I really do. I'm up to here. He's like a child. You know, you have like that one devil child. Anyone else have that? I have one. His name's freaking Quacky Chan. On a positive note, welcome back to another episode. Today, we've got some good plans. Bonzo is just kicking back, relaxing, and we have the most important character in replacement for John. Finally, Millie. How's it going? How's your editing skills? You pretty good behind the keyboard? Yeah, some Final Cut action. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. She's gonna kill the game. She's the new camera guy for the day. She's just hanging out. Look at her. She's such a good dog. She just wants to be a part of the action. Anyways, we're down at the animals. It is in the morning, and it's warm out here. Felipe, you're about to get on the same level of Quacky Chan if you don't just give me a second here. Okay, gotta do an intro. It's important. Anyways, it's supposed to get up to like 60, which is crazy because I've been dealing with breaking ice on water, and like I've been just dealing with a whole bunch of stuff with these goats, with these chickens, with all these different animals. And today is finally a day where I don't have to do it and I can embrace the sunshine to get my tan on. Anyways, but what we are doing, since it is gonna get warm, is we are going to, after we're done dealing with all these animals and making sure that they're living their best life, we're gonna go down to the farm and we are going to try to trap some beavers. You guys saw us blow up the beaver dam. We're gonna go check it out for the first time. It is now trapping season. It's finally trapping season, so we're gonna set some traps out. And the reason why we wait till it's warm is so the mud is soft and it's not frozen, because frozen mud is not fun to deal with. But now that the mud will be soft after today of warmth, we're gonna set beaver traps and see if we can start taking care of these little beavers. But first, we gotta say hi to Rick over here. Felipe, I have nothing. Look, you guys have hay, all right? I don't have any. I don't feed you guys grain anymore, buddy. I just don't. You don't need it anymore. You have hay. You know what I mean? Karen, when are you gonna get in heat? Is that an odd question to ask? Is that kind of insulting, Karen? Felipe is in heat 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365. You guys know what I'm saying. Rick isn't in heat because rip to those. But then Karen, we're waiting for you, buddy. We're waiting for you. You gotta get pregnant at some point by Felipe. Not that I don't know if I want another half of Felipe though, honestly. Like, we might need to find a new buck because Felipe is just kind of a pain. Oh, for crying out, look how much they wasted. They knocked all the hay down. They don't eat it off the ground, so then he's gotta like stick it back up here. Look how messy eaters they are. This is ridiculous. Put this hay back up here. If you know anything about goats, they don't really eat off the ground. So all this stuff that they just knock down, they're not gonna eat, and it's perfectly good, expensive brome hay for the freaking goats. So I'll try to fix this a little bit here. But I screwed that in the other day and they already knocked it over. These goats are just absolutely destructive. Anyways, one day we're gonna have them in their actual good pen, which is where the new barn is. We got to put a fence up still, but then we're gonna get a different food station than this. Not that anything's really wrong with this, but like just the hay goes everywhere. We got to come up with something better. They keep knocking this thing over. The goats are just okay. Felipe, all right, not on camera. Okay, let's make sure that their bedding looks good. Of course, they knocked down the thing of straw. Put that back up for a little wind block. They got plenty of bedding though. Their bedding's looking actually pretty darn good. How's their water situation? Oh, come on. Karen, did you lay some nuggets in the water? Karen, you look guilty right now. What about you, Felipe? Was that you? Not cool, man. Now I gotta change the water out. If you guys want to own a farm, you might as well just have children. They're less work. Fill her on up, Bonzo. Give them some fresh, non-dookied in water. Millie, what do you think? You want some goat water too? Hi, what do you think? What do you think about the goats? You a fan? All right, goats, coming in hot. Hey, you got water? You've got hay. I don't know what else you guys want. They're never content. Anyways, goats are taken care of. They got fresh water. On to the chickens. Morning, chickens. Morning, Quacky. How you doing, buddy? See, now's your time to quack when I'm not trying to do an intro. You guys doing good? Perfect. Millie, you guys stay out. I've seen what you do to the ducks and chickens. All right, you're a little on the aggressive side. How's your guys' water looking? Oh, not very good. You guys made a freaking absolute mess. There you go. I don't know if I like this thing. I feel like it just kind of spills everywhere. Like, it's supposed to be like an automatic thing where like it fills up and then when the water gets high, it like stops, but it just like never stops and it just spills everywhere. There you go. You guys get your food in. Bonzo's giving it a dank with a little food situation, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm setting this up wrong. Let me know. Does that look right? There was like a little plastic piece. Is that thing supposed to be on there? Or what do you guys think? But there is just crazy amount of dirt that gets in there. There. All right, we'll fill this thing up. This thing, still pretty frozen. We are working on it. The electrician should be here next week, and we should be able to get electricity, and we'll have water here, so we don't have to worry about this. We'll just be able to have, you know, normal water and not have to come out here and break ice all the time. Let's go ahead and fill you guys up with some water here. That way you're good for the day. Not chickens. So I've been just filling up this little donut here instead of filling up the whole jug, because the whole jug, it just seems like it spills everywhere if you do that. There you go, Quacky. What do you think about it? Quacky, we got water for you, right here. Quacky. Oh, chill! No fighting, all right? Hennifer, watch it. Take this water and fill up the old duck puddle pond thing. We kind of stopped using this because it just started freezing and basically just turned into a big ice rink, which ducks didn't really use it. It was just kind of a waste of time, but there we go. Get that all emptied out. There you go. Oh, hang on. James, let me rinse it out one more time. It's a little mucky still. All right, James, here you go. Fresh water for James Pond. Coming in hot. There you go, buddy. Drink up. Give them a little meal warm action in the morning. Here you go, kids. Eat up. Little ducks. Give you some quack snacks. Boom. Oh. All right, seal this back up. Boom. Animals are good. We haven't checked for eggs in a day. We got 3. Their egg production slowed down a lot since it's gotten kind of cold, but hey, 3 ain't bad. Perfect. Anyways, I think we're doing pretty good. 3 eggs, and now we're headed to the farm. Phew! All right, folks. Well, we made it down to the farm. If you notice, I'm wearing sunglasses. These are the new Mondo optics coming out this Black Friday. I'll link them down below. Shopcarls.com. They're pretty sick. This is one of, I think there's like 6 of them, and they're like 50 bucks. Really awesome, fairly cheap, and they're polarized. Dope fishing glasses if you guys are looking for them. You know, holiday gifts and stuff like that. We'll be linked down below. But like I said, Black Friday is when they're all launched. But we are at the farm. We're breaking ice today, all right? It's been freaking freezing. And just like I gotta break the ice for the duck at home, now we gotta break the ice for the ducks on the farm. Not like farm duck, like mulardos that we're trying to kill. Sounded bad, but you guys get the idea. Duck hunting, we are gonna take the tank and go break ice, because right now everything's frozen. But today's a really warm day, and tomorrow it's gonna be even warmer with a good south wind. So if you break a hole in the ice and then it's windy, it stays open. So we're gonna go to our hunting spot and go break the ice and see if we can get some mulardos to start dumping in and using it, and maybe go hunting a little bit later. Anyways, you guys stay tuned. Junior. Dude, this ice is like almost probably 2.5, 3 inches thick. This is crazy. I don't know if this would melt if we didn't break it. This is kind of where we're thinking of hunting. Is like, so there's like a channel, you can't see it, but like on the other side of this muskrat hut, there's a channel, and it runs from way back there. So I know it's deep water, and we have ice eaters, which is basically like something that boils the water, boils, not like temperature boils, but like churns the water basically to keep it open. And we're trying to find a spot to put that. And this is kind of like in the middle of the entire farm. We haven't hunted this area. We've hunted over there and there and there, but I mean, it's at least 2 inches, maybe 2.5 inches thick. I mean, you could probably almost freaking walk on it. But we're thinking on a north wind, which would be blowing this way, we could put a blind somewhere in here or maybe over there and keep the water open in that channel. That's the theory. Right now, it's too freaking thick to even put the tank through it. Bonzo ran to the car. I don't know, he had girlfriend issues or something, but we're still out here. We're gonna try to break a hole at least somewhat in here, because again, the wind, once you break a hole, the wind will do the rest. You know, you don't have to sit there and break a giant hole. Just pop a hole, let the wind do the rest, and within a few days, hopefully this is all gonna be open back up, and hopefully all the birds come back, because right now, there ain't no birds on the farm. You figure out your girlfriend problems? We got a couple of good spots. No birds. No birds, so we'll see if any birds come or whatever, but I'm freaking starving. We need to go get some food, and then set some beaver traps. You guys stay tuned. Shoo! Oh, wow, that was all mud. Hey, how's it going? Oh, wow. Oh, nice. How's it going, truck? Looking good with all that mud. I wonder what I slipped on. A little bit saucy. Oh, how's the lens doing? She's a little crusty. Not too bad, though. Yeah, it was a little slimy. Not really in the fields. I mean, the field's not really that slimy. I didn't like make tracks or anything, but the road coming down here was just a hair soupy. But went and got some food, feeling good, tummy's full. And we've got all the beaver traps. You guys don't know what these are. These are 330 beaver traps, and we are gonna set some today. hopefully quite a few. We brought a shovel to dig, some waders, all that jazz. No ducks this time. Last time I was here, I shot one Millardo, but no ducks. It's all frozen over. But we blew up the dam. If you guys didn't see that video, I'll roll the clip. So we blew up the dam. This is the first time we're coming back. Now we're here to see, you know, what does it look like? Did they fix it? Did it drain? And then, you know, set some traps out and see if we can get the beaver. We don't know how many there are. We forgot the freaking trail cameras. We meant to bring them, forgot them. So won't be able to get in action footy, but I think we brought 5 or 6 traps. We're gonna set out as many as we possibly can. Anyways, I'm gonna quit jibber jabbering, get the waders on, and see if we can go trap some beavers. Kiddos ready? We got it. We got all the traps, we got shovels, we got more traps, and we're ready to freaking go. We got the waders on. We're gonna waddle our way over to the beaver dam and see what it looks like. Okay, what do you think? Do you think they fixed it, or do you think it just drained? Or a little bit of both?
A little halfway fixed.
Because if it drained, you know, they wouldn't really have to fix much unless the water was flowing a lot, which it really wasn't. We haven't had any rain or anything. So I'm kind of actually curious if they've even fixed it, or if it just drained so much the water just kind of stopped. And then it's just kind of where it is, if that makes any sense. I mean, the water's still pretty freaking high, so they definitely fixed it.
Yeah.
They 100% fixed it. Water's still real high. Oh God, yeah, they fixed it. Well, shoot. At least we'll be able to put some traps out. I mean, we could try one right here, Bonzo. We've got the slip and slides, and they slide here, and there's one right there too, but.
I feel like right up here.
Well, if we did one in the middle, you get both, because you get one here, and you get one here. So if you set it right there, right in the middle, I think you'd have a good shot at catching one. So now we just need to slide that down and get this thing out and pull that thing down near yonder. So we'll set the trigger out about like that. This goes in between, right there. Yep, that'll work. Okay, so now you gotta camouflage it so they don't see it. That's a good looking beaver set if I ever seen one, boys. It's looking pretty darn good. We've got blockers here, the trigger's right about in the middle, and blockers on the other side. Again, the idea is that either they're coming from this way, swim this way, or swim that way. Either way work. One down. We got her done. It's crazy how it's like an art to camouflage. I mean, I think if I saw that out in nature, I wouldn't really think twice. I mean, it looks pretty decent, but we'll see what the beavers think about it. On to the main part. We're gonna start digging holes in the dam that they physically have to come fix. This is just like a food run where they run up to the corn and get food, but we're going to mess with their dam. It's getting personal now. Well, this was all water before we blew up the beaver dam. See their little, they actually made a dam right here. All this, all the way along. See, now this dam that they built right here is worthless because we drained it so far. But there's still water. I'm curious to see what the reconstruction looks like of the dam. After all, we did all the damage to the dam. Look at that.
Unreal.
They built an entire wall. If you guys didn't see what it looked like when it was ripping, I'll roll the clip.
Oh my God.
Look at it. Now it looks like this. This is where we did damage for sure. But I mean, they plugged it. Look at that. They plugged that whole thing up. But it's still running over here. So I don't know. I mean, it's still running a little bit here too. So they didn't really do that great of a job. But look, this is all brand new. They put sticks in here, filled it all back up. And looking at the water level, it's still freaking high. Wonder why they didn't fix that. They just didn't care. This is all brand new mud. This is just crazy that they completely fixed it. For the most part, all that was all gone and just flowing like Bellone. And now it's all fixed. So I think we're gonna kind of start here for one, maybe. The only thing I'm wondering is it's not very deep. Like we might have to go over.
It's pretty soft mud
there. Bro. We might have to either dig it out or basically what you do is you make little breaches just wide enough for the trap. And that way when they have a mouthful or a fistful of basically mud or sticks and they swim up to fix it, they go inside the trap. So we're gonna have to start digging here and start putting some trenches together to figure out where we're gonna put some sets. That looks like, I know that's a good spot there because it'll be deep. Yeah. So we definitely should do one there, but we're gonna get to work. There you go. One down. More. Push it down. There you go. There you go. Now slide it up. There you go. All right. She's looking good, boys. She's looking real good. Yep, we're good. We're gonna that. Yeah. This one, I'm feeling pretty good about this one. This one we're not gonna camouflage too bad. Again, in order for them to stop this, they're gonna have to block it. So they're gonna have to get up in there. I don't know. We'll see if this one works. Take the safeties off and go do another one. Good. I think that one's pretty good. Current's not going quite as fast here, but still something. We made a move. This is like the second dam. The main dam's up there. We're down here. This is where it all kind of flows out into the actual creek that goes into the river. So we're gonna stick one right here. This one I think we need to camouflage quite a bit, but that'll be a total of 4. I think we're gonna stick with 4 for now. See how it does, see how they react, if they fix it, if they don't, and then come back. But last year I think we caught 1 beaver and 1 snapping turtle down here. So it didn't look anything like this though. The flood completely changed the entire thing, but I think we'll give this one a try and see how it goes. That one doesn't look that bad. I think we just need to camo it up a bit, but
I like that.
That looks good. I think you just kind of hope they use this as a, I don't know, a transportation or something to get from one end. If they go try to clog anything down there, if they take the waterway instead of walking, which I feel like beavers would do, they should get hit. And we put blockers on the sides over here and over here, so it has to swim right into the triggers. Anyways, that's all. 4 traps set out. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Shoo! Well, it is the next day, folks. Freaking windy out here, but it's really nice and warm and all that fun stuff. We actually did, we've off camera, didn't film it. We went down to the farm just on the way here, since it was on the way here, to see if all the holes that we broke with the tank yesterday, if they opened up, and everything was pretty much open. We saw a ton of geese. Again, didn't really film any of that, but not really many ducks. So we're not gonna be duck hunting quite yet. Give it a few days, but we gotta get the waders on and we gotta check on the beaver traps. We set 4 of them. Bonzi, you're guessing the second and the 4th.
Yes.
I'll go 1
2.
and 1 and 3.
1 and 3.
What are your guesses?
One.
The first one was the not on the dam.
Yep.
Do you think that has one?
I think that one.
Okay, and then we have the first one on the dam, second one on the dam, then the lower dam.
The second one on the dam.
Second one on the dam. So you're doing 1 and 3.
So we're all guessing we got 2 beavers.
Oh yeah, I just realized that. Wow, we are really optimistic. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but so you're going 1 and 3. I'm going 1 and 3. 1 and 3, 1 and 3, and 2 and 4.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, we're gonna throw our waders on and give it a gander and see. If not, we did bring trail cameras, so if they have it fixed, we'll knock it down again, set the trail cameras up. That way you can kind of see where they're coming from, what they're doing, and all that stuff like that. And we'll reset the traps. But there's a chance. There is a chance that we will have a beaver in the trap. So, anyways, we're gonna get the waders on. You guys stay tuned. Shoo! There you go. Look at me. All right, let's go. We're hiking our way down. And we're gonna check the first trap, the one that's kind of on the swim tunnel, the slip and slide, as you could say. We're checking that one first. I don't know if we've ever caught one on a slip and slide before. I don't think we have. We've set one before. I don't think we've actually caught one. Nada. No beaver, boys. Nada. Yeah, it don't look like it's really touched much. It's all right, we'll leave it. Trap number 1, nothing. Now we're headed to the actual dam part. That just means they didn't use the slip and slide last night. I mean, it hasn't even been 24 hours. We set those yesterday afternoon, and it's like 10 a.m. Coming up to the first one. It's not going. So it's either beaver in it or they clogged it. Dude, they fixed that like someone fixes your car when they need an oil change. I don't know what that analogy was, but
awful.
You guys get the idea. Dude, it's completely fixed. Look at it, dude, they buried it. Look at the traps right here. They buried it, dude.
Did the trap go off?
No, I don't think so. No, it didn't go off.
They just buried it.
Bro, how did we take an L on the first day? Okay, let's go to the next one. And they just packed all the mud right on top of it. What the hell? Look at this. Look at the trap. Didn't even go off. Look at all this mud. Fresh mud. Dude, we got murked on day 1.
Wow.
How? How does one get murked on day 1? Simon, what do you got for suggestions here?
I don't know.
Isn't it crazy? Dude, we get murked.
How do they do that?
I don't know. How do they do that without getting killed? Gosh darn it. We are 0 for 3. I feel like we just got just destroyed. Not only, normally they'll just kind of throw like a stick on it. No, they packed that thing so freaking full of mud without any hesitation, without any fear. We got fearless beavers out here, folks. I don't know what to do. How do you win this war? You guys comment down below. Beaver experts, how does one win this war? Because I really don't know how you win. How do you beat a beaver that'll just bury your trap? How does it know that it's a trap? These things are brilliant, I'll tell you what. We got one last trap at the second beaver dam. So This is our last hope. Water went way down, like way down. Yeah, they ain't gonna catch anything. It's sitting way out of the water. The water went way down. Gosh darn it. When we set this last, the creek was flowing because we had made all the breaches, but they fixed the breaches, so then now there's no water. So now this thing's sitting high and dry. So this thing ain't doing nothing. 0 for 4. We need Trap Lord Jake out here. Obviously, we are straight cheeks at the beaver trapping game. We were really hoping that Slam would be able to eat his first beaver today. And it's just not happening, unfortunately. So I guess we'll reset these and come back tomorrow. We got absolutely destroyed. Here's my theory. You hear my theory? My theory is, by the time they got here to fix it, the water had dropped maybe 2 inches, 4, 5, 6, I don't know, to where the beaver trap was kind of sticking out of the water, to where they could see it, and then they just pounce on it. Versus like, normally you kind of want it underwater so they swim through it, but if there's super shallow water, then they're not going to swim through it. If that makes sense. I mean, they buried the backside. They said, screw this trap, we're going to meander over here and bury in the backside. We're going to just completely avoid the trap in and of itself. How do you fix that? How do you prevent that from happening? They literally just walked around and plopped it down. All right, let's clear out the mud they just packed in. There we go. Our strategy is going to be to set this a lot deeper than the last one. Assuming, again, like I talked about the water dropping and stuff, we're going to set it down as far as we possibly can in the water in hopes that when they come to fix this, they swim right through there. Oh yeah, it's flowing now, baby. That's not bad. Take the safeties off. She's hot. All right, next step, trail camera. We gotta see what these beavers are doing. How are they beating us? You know when you're playing like Call of Duty, you throw like a UAV up, see where the enemies are, kind of what they're doing, where they're moving. This is our UAV, the old KG trail camera. And just at least get an idea. How many beavers we're dealing with, how big are they? Where are they swimming from? What's their tactic? Try to get as much of an advantage on the beavers as we can, because obviously we suck. All right, camera is set out. All of the traps are reset. We'll see what the trail camera gets, but you're gonna have to wait until the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you guys have any beaver trapping tips, comment them down below. Help us out. But now that we got the camera out, we got traps reset, hopefully tomorrow we'll have some beavers for you. And also, if you guys want to see a catch and cook, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.